the capacity of your body to store up pent up stress and energy from past trauma in your life is absolutely phenomenal. And you really want to get this message today because it can have ramifications for your health long term. And without alarming you, this is what I see most days with clients and what happened with me when I was young. Up to the age of 25, I used to think I had a great childhood. If you asked me, George, how was your childhood? I would have said, oh, perfect. Yeah, it was great. No problem. And then little things started happening. I'd be at work and I'd be getting these little anxious little flutters, thinking, ooh, and I'd be nervous. In public speaking, I hated it. I thought, oh, what's this anxiety that's there? So I went and looked for a therapist, found this body-based somatic work. Radix work was the best in the end, that I continued on and trained in and practiced today, and have this great app that teaches you some of the techniques to do some of this yourself at home. Check it out if you want. But literally, I started doing the work and layers were coming out that I never knew were there. And it didn't take long to realize I did not have a good childhood. It was absolutely traumatic. So why did I think I had a good childhood? Because I had the great ability to just block it off from the neck down. What I felt in my body, completely blocked it off, didn't feel it, numbed it out. So you can imagine when you numb something out, if you squeeze your hand long enough, you don't feel it. Any part in your body will eventually go numb. And for a while, if you sit there meditating, checking in with it, oh, I feel fine, nothing wrong here. It feels calm and at peace. But of course, it's not. It's just a lot of pressure in there. And of course, when you start to let it out, it hurts, and out it comes, and then there's layers of it. And of course, doesn't take much to realize that that's what's going to lead eventually, if you don't deal with it, to major heart attacks and cancers and severe depression and anxiety and panic attacks and major reactions to things and dramas, if you don't deal with it. Because how do we deal with it? We divert our attention short term, think about something else, get our mind off the trigger, and then you're fine short term. Or you medicate it. If a little thing is there you're not comfortable with, let's medicate it, and that works as well short term. But long term, not a wise decision. You really, if you got those little pressure points in there, believe me, they are much bigger than you actually realize. And just because you're able to suppress it in your head and keep it in check doesn't mean it's been dealt with. I know that from personal history, seen it with plenty of clients over the years, even to this day, even today again. As we do a session, and as you do some of this yourself as well, which you can do, which I've got a great app for that, as you go in, feel into your body, you're going to bubble up the parts that you've numbed out. And if you stay with it, and it starts to come out, the intensity is absolutely, in a lot of cases, quite phenomenal. And I see it in clients, and when it comes out, they get a shock. And then often what they'll say after that is, I thought I had dealt with this. And true, at one level you had, but at the full body level, if you want full health in your body, the full capacity of your faculties and full embodiment and aliveness in your life and productivity and efficiency and success in your life in all areas, from your body down, you have to deal with it. Otherwise, it's not going to go away. And if it's not dealt with, it does become a major health issue later on, because all that pressure's got to go somewhere. If you keep numbing it out, keep suppressing it, eventually something has to break. So a very important message, when you're relaxed, are you really relaxed? Chances are you may not be. So it's worth doing some meditation, some somatic body-based meditation, going in there, checking in those numb areas, sitting with them. Okay, let's see what this part is. This part hasn't moved for a long time. Haven't felt much in this area for a long time. It could be all right, but let's just stay with it, breathe into it, let it move, and let it open up. And sure enough, it can end up being something massive from your childhood or teenage years that you just had to block off to survive because it wasn't appropriate at the time to deal with it, wasn't the resources around, and there it is, and deal with it. So do that beforehand, long before it becomes a major issue, and then you have to deal with it in other ways that are more severe when you could do it now yourself in the comfort of your own home. Very important to do that. Highly advise it. which is why I highly recommend doing a somatic body-based meditation regularly every day, to check in with yourself, go a little deeper each day, to check out those numb areas, think, oh, okay, this little bit here I haven't felt for a long time. What's in here? There's probably something in here. And if you're wise, you'll stay with it. And sure enough, it'll open up to something that, yes, you did deal with it to some extent, because we're very good. The body's very good at numbing it out 100%, so you can get on with your life. But you have to come back to it at some point to avoid the future health issues. Better to do it hard now, go through it now, rather than later on where it can be more severe and harder to unravel properly. Okay, that's my message for today. Go well. See you again.